Python's fstring self-debugging expression is a helpful feature that inserts both the expression and its value in the string when debugging. This is useful while debugging variables or intermediate expressions. It can be used when you want clear labeled output of values without manually writing both the variable name and its value. This feature helps to self-document the expressions and to insert quick debugging checks in the code. This can be achieved by adding an equal to sign at the end of the fstring's replacement field, that is the expression within the curly braces. This is the syntax, also called the debug fstring syntax. The expression can be a simple variable or a complex expression that can be included in a fstring. Python automatically expands the expression to include the original expression. Usually fstrings just print the result of the expression. This tells Python to include the expression and the result of the expression. The equal to sign is included in between the expression and the result of the expression, which clearly separates the expression from its value. When used with variables, they automatically show variable names followed by the current value. In this example, variable name is followed by an equal to sign in the replacement field. A string containing the variable name, the equal to sign followed by the variable's current value is inserted in the string. When the value of the variable is a string, the quotes are preserved, showing the string representation. To improve the quote's readability and the output format, you can use spaces around the equal to sign. They are reflected in the output. When used with expressions, they help trace values during debugging. The expression is evaluated first and the result is inserted after the equal to sign. In this example, the result of the expression x plus y is evaluated and inserted after the equal to sign. You can use it with inline expressions. You can use multiple self-debugging expressions in an fstring. You can also call methods within fstrings and include their outputs in the debugging format. For example, here the string method upper is used to convert the variable name to uppercase. Self-debugging expressions are even more helpful when you are debugging function calls. When used with functions, you can see the function name, parameters passed, and the value returned. In this example, the inbuilt function sum is called passing a list numbers. Both the function name, parameters passed, and output are inserted in the string. Here are a few examples using the debug format with user-defined functions returning different data types. In this example, the function square returns an int data type. In this example, the user-defined function getNumbers returns a list. In the next example, we have a getUser function which returns a user city from the nested dictionary. Using the self-debugging expression in the fstring clearly show which user's information the function is returning. Here we have a function greeting with optional parameters. In the first fstring, the function greeting is called without any arguments, and in the second fstring, name is passed to the function. The function name, parameters passed, and the return values are clearly inserted in the string. Self-debugging fstring in loops. Let's see how a loop works when a self-debugging fstring is used inside the loop. In this example, I equal to shows the current value of the loop variable. I to the power of 3 is equal to evaluates the cube of I. The fstring prints both the expression and the result, making it perfect for debugging in loops. List and dictionary values in a self-debugging expression. In this example, the values in the list nums are used in a self-debugging expression. The expression is using the inbuilt len and sum functions. In this example, the values in the dictionary D are used in a self-debugging expression. When using functions, only the return value are inserted after the equal sign, not the print statements inside the function. For example, the debug log function prints the message and returns true. So true is inserted in the F string. You can also use format specifiers in a self-debugging expression. Just make sure to put them at the end after the equal sign. In this example, a format specifier 2f is used to format the number f1 as a floating point value showing 2 digits after the decimal point. Let's look at a broken Python program using a f string and see how to easily debug using self-debugging expression. We have a program that prompts the user with a math question and checks if the answer is right. 4 plus 5 is 9. Even if the right answer 9 is entered, this program always returns wrong. Let's try to debug using print statements. Both the answer and the expected answer look the same. This is because the print statement prints the human readable string representation. We can use the REPR function to print the developer-friendly representation of the string. Instead of using REPR, let's use F strings with the self-debugging expressions. Python automatically prints the expression answer equal to and then the actual result of answer, and it does the same thing with the expression expected. Developer-friendly representation is printed instead of the human readable, which makes it clear that answer is a string, but we were expecting an integer. We can fix the code by turning the answer string into a number using the built-in int function. Now enter 9, the program returns a correct response. To download practice Python file, please click on the link in the description. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel.